Hello everyone, welcome to another session of Angular. In this session we discuss about what is binding and what are the different ways of binding. Please note that it is an interview question that what is binding? Binding is nothing but a communication between the model and view. Here model is typically a TypeScript file or the component file and view is nothing but the HTML template. In this session, we discuss about binding using the string interpolation and property binding and event binding. Let's see how we can do the binding using the string interpolation. So I have the Angular project and where I have the user component that we created in our last session. If you haven't watched my last video, please watch it. And here we use the curly braces like this. So here you can mention any valid expression like 6 multiplied by 6, and now if you go and see that value is 36, and same way let's say by 2, and you can see that 18. Now let us create a model or properties in our user component and let us see how we can display them in the UI. So here I am going to create the name property and which is of string type and value John, and in order to show this value in the UI, now instead of this expression, remove it, we don't require, and keep the name inside these curly braces. Let's go and see, you can see that Janu. So let me just cut it and keep maybe H3, and here I mention welcome name, welcome Jan. Not just the property, even if you mention like this string value, let's say like this John Smith, it won't give any error, and it will display that John Smith. And same way you can mention the even numbers, you can mention that 10, it go and give you the value, like for example array of values, you know 10 comma 2 like that. And if you go and see, you can see that 10 comma 12. So you can use the any valid expression inside these curly braces. So typically we use this model that we created inside the component class. So typically we use like this name. Now let us see what is property binding and how it will work. Let's say I'm going to create a button before this button and make it, let's say, show. Now we have a button called show and which is enabled and which is clickable. And now what I want to do, I want to make this button by default disabled, and I want to make it enabled after 2 seconds. So in order to do that, I just create a variable called active, and which is of boolean type and with value false. So by default it is not active, so active false. And we know that every class will have the constructor which will get called as soon as the class is instantiated. So I'm going to write the constructor here, and inside the constructor I'm going to write the method called set timeout, and here I'm going to mention the timeout as 2 seconds. If you want to know in-depth knowledge about set timeout, please watch my video on set timeout. I will keep the link in the description of this video. And here I want to make this button active after the 2 seconds. So this dot active equal to true. So now we are done with the logic, like by default we are making active as false, and after 2 seconds we are going to make it true. Now we know that we have a property called disabled. So when you use the disabled this HTML attribute, this button will be disabled by default. So I want to make it disabled by default and enabled after the 2 seconds. How to do that? So in order to do that, we need to assign the value active. So the active property we need to assign it here. So this active property will be true after the 2 seconds. So here by default the active value is false, means disabled false means it will be enabled, right? So what I do, we need to make it not. So now not active means not false, means by default it is not false, means it will be true. So by default it will be enabled, but still it is disabled because so in Angular we need to keep this attribute inside the open brackets. So like this. Then it is considered as a property binding. So this is how we can assign the values to the any attribute of the HTML or any component or the directive in the Angular. So now this is property binding. And now if let's go and see, you can see that if we load it, by default this is disabled and after 2 seconds this will be enabled. So reload it, you can see that disabled after 2 seconds it is enabled. So this is how we can do the property binding. Not just the disabled property, you can use the any HTML property. Like, for example, if you want to set the source to the image, no, you can use the image tag like this, and inside that we'll assign the value. So here we should enclose this within the brackets like this. And then we need to mention one variable like path, and you can give any path value, not just I'm just mentioned here like this, but in real time you know you give the value like assets like folder name, then the image name, let's say image.png or whatever, and you will mention this path here. So this is how we can do the property binding. Since this is the not the valid path, just for the example we have used it, so it is showing the you know broken image like that. And now let us see how we can do event binding. So let's say after we clicking the button, we want to show the message called welcome and this username instead of showing it by default. So let me remove this one, and here what I do, I'll create another variable called message. So message, and which is of again string type and value empty. Here I am going to create one method called show message method or function, and here I am going to set the value this dot message equal to, you can use the ticks like ES6 way welcome, and here I am going to mention the name of the user, let's say name. So here should be this dot name. So as soon as this method get called, we are setting this value to the message variable. So just copy the message variable and here use the curly braces like this, and mention the message property. Now in order to call this show message, we have to use the event. In JavaScript, we use the onClick event. So here we use the click event. Click equal to show message, and here we have to enclose it within the parentheses like this. So whenever you enclose the any event name within the parentheses, this is called event binding, and whenever you use this open bracket, this is called property binding. So now save it. Now let's go and click on the, sorry, this is wrong, you should not use like this. Now save it, and let's go and click on the show button, which will be enabled after 2 seconds. Now it is enabled. Click on the show, you can see that welcome Janu. So this is how we can do the event binding. Now we have used all three bindings together, like event binding, property binding, and string interpolation. Hope this helps, and thank you for watching. In our next session we discuss about two-way data binding. Thank you.